Hello everyone, and welcome back to another class with the YogaLIT Club. Today we are going to work on the body, of course, but what I'm trying to do with you all is and with myself, is get more specific and more muscle targeted or muscle group targeted. So in that case, with saying all that, we are going to work on the iliopsoas muscle. It's broken up into two muscle groups. That is the psoas major, which originates in the lower back, and then the iliacus, which also originates within the pelvis. So the muscle is right underneath the first or the last rib. It goes down and then it wraps around here. So we're going to focus on stretching, lengthening that out, also realizing the other muscle groups that we need to utilize to actually do that, such as the gluteus maximus and the hamstrings. There are a lot of other tiny muscles or fascia that assist in lengthening out the psoas. However, let's jump into the flow before we bombard ourselves with all of that. All you need is yourself, definitely a block, and then we'll begin at the top of our mat. Beginning at the top of our mats, we're going to come hip-width distance apart, rolling the shoulders back and down, standing up tall, standing up out of those sides. We're going to work on some breath before we get into the flow, so just let the belly go, and then we're going to inhale through the diaphragm, and then through the chest, and then exhale either through the nose or the mouth, cinching in that stomach. Let's do that 2 more times here. Inhaling into the chest. Exhale, cinching everything in. When you're doing this, you should start to feel your anus muscle actually tighten up with the tightening of the breath as you exhale. So 1 more time here, inhaling through the diaphragm, the lower belly, and then the chest, and then exhaling, letting everything go. Again, cinching everything up and in, and standing here. Let's go ahead and bring up the right foot. We're going to work on an isometric hold. 5 breaths here, really grounding through all 4 corners of the feet, and then keeping that cinching sensation here as well. Finding a gaze point right in front of you or diagonal below. And we'll stay here 3 more breaths. Actively waking up that iliopsoas, the psoas muscle groups. We're going to bring the hands down, and again, still using that core and keeping that leg out. 5 breaths. Exhale brings you on out of it. Let's inhale, bringing the arms up and above. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Let's move through a vinyasa. Let's step back into a plank. Knees, chest, chin. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Hold here, and then we'll walk our feet to meet the hands. Inhaling, halfway lift, gaze goes towards the nose. Exhale, forward fold, rolling yourselves back on up. Let's do the same on the other side. So this time bringing up the left foot or the opposite foot. Again, keeping that breath up tall, and then exhaling as we cinch everything in. Lifting that left foot, grabbing it with the left hand. 5 breaths here, or option to grab with both hands to find a little bit more stability. Again, grounding through all 4 corners of the feet, holding here. Woo! Holding here, 5 breaths. You know the drill. Let's drop those hands down to the side. Another 5 breaths. This is active, waking up those iliopsoas muscles, the body as well. 3 more breaths. Last breath. Exhale. Drops you right on out of it. Let's move through that vinyasa. Inhaling, bringing the arms up above head. Gaze goes towards the thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Head is the last thing to fold in. We inhale, halfway lift. Gaze goes towards the nose. Let's drop the hands, maybe going through a full vinyasa. Plank. Exhaling and dropping down. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. So let's work on opening up the body, the psoas, as we've warmed ourselves. We're going to bring the right foot forward. And then we're going to rotate the left foot behind us, still internally rotated 45 degrees. And we'll drop the right hand on the mat or on a block. Inhaling, gaze goes towards the sky or towards the mat. What we don't want leaning forward or too backwards. We want a direct stretch right in that psoas area. So if this is too deep, go ahead, grab onto a shin. Inhale. Make sure you're squeezing yourself between 2 thin sheets of paper or bookshelves, whatever description helps, but we really do want to get that lengthening and rotation in that area. And of course, the hamstrings are relaxing and allowing the psoas muscles to contract and strengthen. Dropping the hand, and we'll sweep the foot on back. Exhaling, downward dog. Option to go through a vinyasa, or option to just meet me back in downward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Let's do the same on the left side. Inhaling, bringing the left foot forward. Exhaling as we pivot that back foot, again internally rotating 45 degrees. Let's place the hand right inside of our left foot, and then we'll swoop the right hand up. Again, a great strengthening and contracting movement for the iliopsoas muscles, while also allowing the hamstrings and gluteus maximus to relax and lengthen, to chill out. You'll probably feel this more in your hamstrings, or maybe I'm projecting. Let's stay here, another breath here. Again, really squeezing ourselves between something really thin. Bringing that hand down. And we'll swoop on back. Again, always option to go through a vinyasa. And then we'll meet me and downward dog. Let's walk the hands to meet the feet and roll ourselves on up. Let's roll ourselves right back on down. Arms go up. Exhale as we forward fold. Head is the last thing to fold in. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, walk those hands right on out, back to a downward dog. Let's bring the right foot forward. Coming into a high lunge here. Finding your center. Again, working on the breath, if that's inhaling through the belly, chest. Exhaling, sinking, cinching everything into the midline, holding here. Let's go ahead, drop the right hand to the left leg. Really allowing the opposite psoas to get a nice stretch here. Last breath. And then we'll find our way back to center. And then let's pivot that back foot coming into a warrior two. Hold here. Let's maybe realign the knee, making sure we're parallel, not overextending and not giving ourselves a break. Let's go ahead and make sure that's parallel. Let's come into a side extended angle pose, dropping the forearm to the knee. Inhaling. Exhaling, opening up that side body, not sinking too forward, not too back. Again, those two window panes, if you will, suctioned in between, allowing just the psoas muscles to be stretched. Again, don't sink into the shoulders. Push out. Keep this active. Last breath. Find your way back into warrior two. Spiral the arms on down. Go through a vinyasa. A nice stretch in upward dog maybe. And then exhale. Downward dog. You guys know the drill. Let's bring the left foot forward. Inhale. Coming up to a high lunge here. Working on our breath. Let's inhale. Into the chest. Exhale. Finding our center. Holding here. Finding a gaze point right in front of you or maybe to a diagonal. And then we'll inhale. Exhale. Left hand goes to right leg here. We don't want to lean too forward. Just caught myself. Let's exhale. Staying center. As you feel more comfortable, option to bring the gaze a little bit higher. Last breath. And then we'll spiral the arms on out, coming to warrior two. Adjust if need be. Do the breath check if need be. Cinching everything to the midline. Making sure the back foot is internally rotated at that 45-degree angle, rolling those shoulders back and down. Let's go into our extended side angle. Dropping the left arm immediately. I feel the stretch. And then we'll exhale. As we bring the arm over and the gaze goes up. Remember, don't sink into that shoulder, pushing out constantly, keeping this active. Last breath. And then we'll come back, warrior two. Spiral those arms on down, going through your vinyasa. Exhaling. Downward dog. Let's hold here 3 breaths. Actually, let's hold here 5 breaths. Let's catch our breaths using this as a resting pose here. Inhaling, looking forward, rolling into a plank, and then dropping down to your knees, coming on up. Sitting up tall, keeping the toes tucked. We don't want them splaying out. We want them tucked right behind us. So keeping our feet, our quadriceps active, as well as our core. Always going to that breath if need be, and then following up with Ujjayi, inhaling through the nose, exhaling, constricting the back of the throat, giving yourself that nice ocean-like breath. So immediately here, I don't know about you, your hamstrings and gluteus maximus are turned on immediately. So we're gonna sit up tall, coming to our final stretch for our lovely iliopsoas muscles. We're going to sit up tall and work on our camel pose to our best ability. Go to a point that feels challenging but not painful. Sitting up tall, allowing the hamstrings and the glutes to engage. We're going to inhale, bringing both arms up, cinching in the stomach. Exhaling, dropping the right hand first to the right heel. Inhaling here, exhale as you push the hips forward. The glutes and the hamstrings are allowing you to do this, as well as some other minor muscles such as the tensor fasciae lata or other small muscle groups such as those do assist in the hip flexion and helping everything maintain that midline symmetry. So inhaling, and let's see if we can push ourselves forward, maybe dropping the head. Holding here 2 more breaths. Bending back into your heels as you circle the left arm down. Let's inhale back to center. That feels amazing. We'll drop the left hand down to the left heel. Same thing. Inhaling, pushing ourselves forward. Holding here. If you're ready to advance, go ahead, drop the head behind us. Staying here 2 more breaths. Dropping back. And coming on out, let's inhale. Standing up tall. Exhale, pushing ourselves on back. Let's come into a Shavasana to finish off this practice and allow our side body and our back body and our lower body to relax and take in all these wonderful benefits. Go ahead, roll onto your back, and let's finish off here. wiggling the feet and the hands, blinking the eyes open, rolling onto one side, and pushing yourselves on up. Let's come to seated. I don't know about you guys, but my side body is feeling absolutely wonderful. My lower body is feeling pretty good as well. More specifically, the glutes, the hamstrings, and those iliopsoas muscles as well. We hit today on the major psoas and the iliacus muscle as well. Again, that major psoas originating in that lower back area, right underneath that last rib, and then the iliacus wrapping and originating within that inner pelvis. So we get that lengthening, we get that side muscle here, and then a nice wrapping to come to the front. So we're gonna dive more into the muscle groups and the fascia and the different connective tissues that just allow us to do what we do as we break down specific muscle groups and how we can deepen and advance our bodies within them. So thank you guys so much for flowing with me. I've missed you all, and I absolutely can't wait to continue teaching in this manner. If you guys like this, if it's more informative or too informative, leave me a comment, let me know, give me some feedback, and let's go from there. But I love you guys so much. I always appreciate you taking a class and flowing with me, or even just watching, and always your support is appreciated. I will see you guys in next week's class, or another class, but I hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste. Okay, now guys, I don't know if you checked the new look though. This is the new Just Like Skin Nurture Her leggings. Probably got a little dirt on me, but these are our new leggings coming in. These are the capris. Again, this is going to be part of our Just Like Skin collection, the bra as well. It is our Y bra. It is supportive, and y'all see what I'm working with. So I'm loving these. They're going to be going on the website. You're going to be seeing me kind of dressing in some of my new gear. So keep your eyes open and keep your shopping carts open, because do I have a treat for you all. So if you like what you see, just keep an eye out and you'll be ordering from me. No, but thank you guys so much for your support. And yeah, if you do like it, these will be up for sale very, very soon.